We went into a real synth mode right there, and I really like that. What is happening, Nerdalorians? Welcome to another episode, 9 Nerd Yards, a Mandalorian breakdown. This episode is the return, and it is the return of some guests that we have tonight, but let's introduce the panel, and let's get right into this episode. You know him, you love him. He's living in the future, live from Japan. It's producer Terry. Terry, what's happening, man?
Happy 420, everybody. It's not that time for you, but it's about noon so far, and since I'm still on a crazy time schedule, I've definitely been up since 420, having a good time out here. You know, took a bath, got joined by some older Japanese gentlemen. We have a real weird thing about public nudity in America. You know, we all got all the same combination of parts. There aren't that many. And if you're a true voyeur, you've seen them all. So I'll just take a bath together and chill out.
I really want.
Did not know that's where you're going with that.
I was gonna say.
Right on.
Hey, you've seen one testicle. You know,
you've seen them all, but I really want to get down with you on this, and I really want to support you. I'm just saying, as somebody that has been to a Gold's Gym and seen the old men that just walk around naked, like that's not, you know, it's for some people, it's not for me. But you know, let's move right on to our panel. You know her, you love her. She's all geared up. It's Din Kirsten, aka Kirsten. What's happening?
What's up? That's right. I'm Mando's wife now. So everyone else,
I think Bo would have something to say about that.
I can't take her. She doesn't have a dark saber anymore. So.
That's true.
I watch a lot of UFC. I'd pay to see that match on a pay-per-view. It'd be great, I think. That's some shit talking that they do in the press conference. You don't have your dark saber anymore, bitch. It's like, bro, okay, all right. Like, let's see what happens.
Very personal.
And again, we said it's the return. Well, it's the return of our friends, the drunk banthas, Alex and Bill. What is happening, gentlemen?
Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing out there in the world?
Happy 420, feeling tip top, man. Thanks for having us on again.
Bro, we appreciate you coming on. And I just want to shout out, if people aren't already following your channel, you guys just dropped the first episode of Does It Hold Up? And it was the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movie from, was it 95?
94.
94. Okay.
Yeah.
And what an incredible episode. I had such a blast listening to it. So if anybody out there just, you know, wants to relive some nostalgia, go check out that episode. It's a lot of fun to sort of revisit it and be like, and I'm not going to give it away. You could just figure out, does it hold up? Love it. And you know him.
Shout out, man. We had a lot of fun with that one.
Absolutely. You're super welcome, man. And you know him. You love him. El Presidente, El Capitan. He's the leader of our Nerdalorians. It's 9. What's happening, baby?
You know, just feeling like I can use a clone or two and get some more stuff done. Yeah. You took them out before they took their first breath. It's like, oh,
that was such drama. Like, they're not your children.
This isn't
right.
Somebody
I do want to see a Moff Gideon like multiplicity type show on Disney Plus.
Right.
I was gonna say somebody didn't tell Giancarlo Esposito that this wasn't him being in Breaking Bad. He didn't have to be that dramatic. But also, I do want to mention this. This is a finale where we see Pedro Pascal again getting taken by henchmen and coming back to save the kid. And no, we're not talking about The Last of Us. We are talking about the end of Mandalorian, as similar as it sounds, right? Like, there's some similar plot points, but let's get right into this. Kirsten, how much did you love this finale?
I liked it. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought the battles were pretty cool. The action scenes were awesome. There were a few lulls in it that just kind of didn't make sense for the pacing of it. But other than that, I thought it was cool. I like the ending. I think it's sweet. I know a lot of people on Twitter are complaining that it was kind of stupid. But, I mean, how often do you get to see Din put his feet up? Never. This motherfucker gets to relax finally. Be happy. Can't we have a happy ending in Star Wars? Jesus.
No.
Probably not.
Never. Not once.
Not without Ewoks. No, not without Ewoks. Terry, how did you like this episode, man?
So, was that a season finale or a series finale?
It felt like both.
Season, if I'm not mistaken. I think
It's
there's going to
season,
be
but
a
I get
season 4.
I get where you're going.
Yeah,
You
they
feel
wrapped
me?
it up.
That felt
Mm-hmm.
like a series finale to me. And
Yeah.
honestly, I'd be fine with how it ended. It was a little goofy. There are some parts we'll get into later that I thought didn't make sense, like the whole TIE fighters coming to get them and them leaving, even though I'm pretty sure they outnumbered them with all their ships. But okay, sure, I guess that's your plan. It worked out in the end, I guess. But for an ending and just wrapping it up and how it was on a happy ending, I was like, yeah, that's kind of how like these Western things should end. You know, the old cowboy gets to retire sometimes if they don't die. He didn't die, so that should be the end of it, you know. And you know,
it did. Yeah, I agree. It did feel like a kind of bookmark ending. Everything after this will just be like New Game Plus or whatever.
Yeah.
and a good job at trying to tie in as much as these last crappy movies did not make any fucking sense. Like, you're doing your best to try to make them make sense. I think they did it well. Yeah. And like, I wasn't here on the last episode, so it was like all the Admiral Thrawn throw-ins. It's like, well, where is he? And they're like, Admiral Thrawn's coming. You're like, oh yeah, but then they're like, well, where the fuck is he? Everyone's been saying Admiral Thrawn's coming, but where the fuck is he?
Right.
You're gonna have to wait. New show.
Yeah, the shameless name drop, ambiguous name drop, only to have never seen the guy afterwards. It's like hearing about going to the strip club, but then like, but you pass out and everybody else went. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? And then nobody woke you up.
Personal experience.
You know?
Sounds a little resentful there, Bill.
It still happened to me, but you know.
Tell us more about what happened when Alex left you at home. Yeah.
Ain't that some foul shit?
Admiral Thrawn is with Florida Man. Othelia's already dropping all these hits in here. Drunk Manthas, how did y'all like this episode?
Do you want to go first?
I will go first. Go for it. I loved this episode. Now, what I will agree that it did feel like a series finale. Like, so I had to look up. It's like, yo, is this getting a season 4? But yeah, it looks like it is getting a season 4. So there's, you know, nothing to worry about there. But then when I found out it was getting a season 4, my next conclusion was this is our New Hope episode. You know what I mean? Like, this is our New Hope, and that means the next season is going to be our Empire Strikes Back. So
I can get down with that.
Yeah, expect doom and gloom in the next series. And I'm expecting to see something that's set up to where, you know, like apparently like the new Rey show is supposed to be her years in the future or whatever. So
15 years.
Wait, a show or a movie?
No, it's a movie. Yeah,
movie 15 years.
Whatever,
Okay. I would be down for a show. I don't know.
I think they should do it as a show.
Don't be surprised if it gets made
into a
TV show like Obi-Wan.
That's true.
You know, downsize expectations.
Well, actually, I don't know.
Hopefully not just like
Actually,
Obi-Wan.
never mind. Not
I was
like
gonna be like,
Obi-Wan.
if that's
Please
the
not like
case,
Obi-Wan.
cancel everything. I don't want none of that.
But you know, I think that the show is going in a darker place probably the next season. So I liked how they were just like, everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. It's a good time.
Peace.
But I wouldn't be surprised if we see Grogu. Didn't
not
Grogu
take any Rey slander
like,
here. She is not
in
white
the
rice. Not the yellow rice.
Yeah, I think we might see Grogu in the Rey movie. because it seems like they're trying to get him to talk a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, or inching towards talking a little bit in this series, inching towards.
I really thought he was going to speak in that last little bit. Like,
exactly.
He opened his mouth. I'm like, first words,
Yeah.
and then nothing.
I'm glad he didn't.
I got this.
I'm really glad we didn't just get a little tiny baby voice say, "This is the way" or something like
Right.
that. That would have been
that would have sucked.
But
if he talks,
this is.
I was gonna say if he talks, I want like a Morgan Freeman voice out of him, or like a Lawrence Fishburne voice. I want something that we're not gonna expect, like a deep
Wouldn't he just
voice.
sound like Yoda, or is Yoda like a one-off? Did Yoda just sound like that because that's how he learned to speak?
Apparently Yoda just sound like that. It's like a one-off thing.
Yoda
like
got hit in the head.
Yaddle didn't talk like that.
Yaddle didn't sound like that.
Yoda got hit in the head when he was training as a young Padawan, and when he woke up, that's how he talked after.
Smoke like, he does. High he is. That's my.
Have you guys seen those Meat Canyon videos with Anakin Skywalker? He's just talking to Yoda like, why are you talking like this? It makes things so much harder for us to understand. You're supposed to be a general.
Oh my god.
This is the way.
I can't imagine listening to Yoda give orders to go anywhere. Go to that planet you will. See many things you must. What things?
What?
Yes. Yeah.
A battle you'll have.
It's like, okay.
Like, why are you grunting all the time, Yoda? Like,
Jabba the Hutt has many slave girls he do.
Like, I'm upset by this subject verb placement and also your your sexuality, Yoda.
Alex, what'd you think, man?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I also really liked this episode. I really like how I think John Favreau said, or maybe Dave Filoni said, like they were really trying to expand and not like have the Mandalorian just be about Din Djarin. We're like diving into the culture, and it does make it go down a little bit smoother this whole season, not specifically being about Din. But yeah, it all just kind of came together at the end with like that last scene with all the we'll get to that, but all the Mandalorians like shouting together. I was like, this is fucking cool.
Came together like butt cheeks.
Came together like butt cheeks. Came together like a happy couple. Yeah, it was really nice. I really enjoyed Bo-Katan's arc. All the action was really cool.
Yeah.
Some of the logistics of like the plans and stuff were a little wonky, like with the ships and everything, but we'll get to that. But I mean, that's nitpick shit. This is a really
we got some nitpick shit now. We got some stuff to talk about later.
We got some
oh my god, what is that?
You grow from you have to be. How is Yoda a master when he can't even say sentences correctly? Hold your tongue, you tiny prepubescent boy.
Why was Samuel L. Jackson all of a sudden Hank Hill?
Bobby, you need to stop chastising
picking on Yoda like that. I'll tell you what. You know, Yoda sells propane and propane accessories.
The crossover we all deserve.
I want Hank Hill in the Star Wars universe. I want him to just go to a planet and you know. See what happens. 9. What do you think of this episode, man? 9, can you hear me? 9. Are you alive?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was just watching this clip. I'm sorry, I got caught up because this shit is just too funny. Hold on.
Anakin, stop trying to correct Master Yoda. Spirit for fire is he. Must be go now. I see then. Ha! Those were just a collection of random words to me. Nothing in that sentence made any sense. Then it's settled. Yep.
I'm sorry. Great episode.
Not as good as that.
Good episode. It was just like I mean, I think I have all of the same complaints as everyone else. I feel like I was just kind of like, I don't know. They teased me with the Mythosaur all season. I was like, you fuckers.
And then again at the end.
Again.
Yep.
And then it's just like, y'all are kind of teasing us with the Darksaber. And I'm like, really? That's it for the Darksaber?
Y'all just gonna break it? Y'all just break it?
Like in her hand, you're just gonna be like,
broke my heart.
And then that breaks the Darksaber?
Broke my heart.
That weapon's kind of trash.
3 seasons and an offshoot season on Book of Boba Fett of this Darksaber for it to just break in like 2 seconds.
And right. If you include Clone Wars, we're talking about like 6 seasons of TV.
Yeah, they've been hyping that weapon up for a while for it to just
maybe it wasn't the true Darksaber. Maybe it was like a fake one.
Fake saber.
So how come it was like so hard for some people to use? And
Film Age is saying everything I want to say right now. The Whack-Delorian.
Well, I do have an excuse.
Really feel, Phil?
I do have an excuse for the Darksaber going bye-bye, but I'll save it for later.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
That's a teaser. That's what we call a teaser in showbiz.
That's what we call the setup. That's what we call the setup in the business, boys. All right. I want to bring this question up to everybody because the first 10 minutes I was watching this, I'm like, we're gonna get this question answered. And we never got this question answered. Who were the spies? Like,
exactly. Who were the spies?
I even put a poll on Instagram asking who the spy was, and everybody's like, for sure, the armorer.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. This was the only spy that like was present at all.
There was one spy.
Really?
Yeah. I spy. Yeah, I spy with my little eye. One spy.
Mm-hmm. Only thing you can only thing you can say to explain it away is that Moff Gideon is a liar. He's on the dark side. He's a liar, and he never had but one spy. He just wanted to sound like he had some real cool spies. He wanted to sound real cool. Yeah. You know, like when he lied about his girlfriend that he met on the internet, but he ain't even really meet her on the internet.
She's in the Outer Rim. You've never heard of the planet.
I like what Ophelia is saying here because we kind of did. I was just like, oh, these guys look shady as fuck. Actually, it's them. It's like, nah, they're just struggling.
Out of nowhere, like, just show up. What's up with some random Mandalorians? Do you have some food? It's like, well, Mandalorian for food.
Out the window if you got some.
Just roll up.
Yeah, it did feel like they got they were writing the season and they got to the penultimate episode and they were like, oh, you know what? We need more Mandalorians for this final fight. What if there were already a bunch there? It's like now we don't have to rewrite anything else.
Zero effort. This season felt like minimal effort.
Yeah, and they're like, put him on a pirate ship. Nobody will question that.
I think the boat. I think it was that. I think it was the pirate ship. They sold more toys with the pirate ship, and if you have like pirate Mandalorians that you can sell toys of now, like I think that was really the only reason. Toys.
They put that pirate shit out on Lego. I'm getting it. I'm part of the problem. I know.
There you go.
I mean, that pirate ship was boss though. That was some cool shit.
Yeah, they're kind of cool.
They're very
Caribbean. Anytime in television like this, where it involves, where it's for kids.
I want to know that. Yes. Thank you.
Anytime you feel like it's bad, like why was this happening? It's usually toys.
Yeah.
That's the answer for everything. Yeah. How could the homeless Mandos? What did it say? How could the homeless Mandos not know Moff Frank? First of all, built a whole base and a fleet. For real, you live there. You know about these interior gardens. You don't know about this whole base being built.
You didn't wheel them.
Interior gardens are like literally down the fucking street. They didn't run that far from that.
Right, exactly.
They went to the next hole
right there. And
we planted this shit.
Nope.
We planted these right down the street. Sorry, we didn't tell you about the base.
I'm the Disney apologist, but I can't apologize for this one. This one is terrible. It has nothing to do with toys or marketing or nothing. This is bad. Right.
That's
And
just
then they
bad
had the
writing.
nerve to say that, there's dangers above and dangers below. I was like, yeah, like that whole Empire base that was getting built right below you.
Yeah.
That fucking danger dude.
It would have made more sense. It would have made more sense if he was like, there are dangers above and below, and we don't know a shit about any of them.
Right. Yeah. Who knows? Actually.
Wouldn't you have seen
that
them
fucking,
arrive?
giant kaiju monster just got him by surprise. I was just like, that thing's huge as fuck. You mean to tell me you've never seen that thing walk around anywhere else and just know that
that's
they
definitely
do
something you
that?
should have seen.
I
only
think
see
that
them
Talking about, I've been on Mandalore the whole time and you've never noticed that big ass
At
fucking
all.
thing, bro.
I think that this
Come on
season
now.
was definitely a victim of bad editing, because there were a couple of things throughout this entire season where they would pick up a thread and then completely fucking drop it in the next 2 minutes. And then in this last finale, they kind of tried to go back and say that they kind of knew about this monster with the dangers below and dangers above. You didn't know shit, or you would have said something, okay? So that's bad editing, or it's bad writing, or it's both.
The answer is
Pick a
yes.
lane, Mando.
The answer is yes to all of that.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh man, they had better guard awareness of their surroundings. Facts.
No idea.
Why was homeless Mando's hairline so fucked up? He got time to grow a garden, but not to get a line. Do they have Mandalorian barbers? Right? Like they have some Mandalorian barbers.
His own hair.
I don't know, man. They got lasers and stuff
I-
from Star Wars. You
That
could
might
get
be
somebody to
part
give
of
them
the
that.
whole that's part of the Hollywood horror stories of they don't have enough like black hairstylists and
Yes.
MUAs and stuff in Hollywood.
Mhm.
So he could just be a victim of that. So I'm not gonna press him with that fucked up ass hairline of his.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it
Alex,
go.
what's that dude's name that's gonna be in Secret Wars? He's playing the villain. He was.
Oh,
Jonathan Majors.
Oh, Jonathan Majors?
No.
Not anymore.
The British black dude. He's got the fucked up hairline all the time. He played.
Damn, I
He
don't know.
played
Oh,
Malcolm
yeah.
X in Miami.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember his name right now, but he always has a fucked up haircut. First time he got a good haircut, he's in the Secret Wars with Samuel L. Jackson. Because I bet you Samuel L. Jackson said, "Y'all not gonna have this young man out here with me." And he ain't got his hair.
He's not gonna look terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Secret Invasion? I'm like
Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion. Yeah, I was like, no,
what he
Secret
said.
Wars ain't happening yet, man. That's in a couple years.
Secret
baby.
Invasion.
Yeah.
A lot of secrets in Marvel.
Super Scroll.
Right? There's a secret around every corner in the Marvel.
Sorry,
What's not a secret?
And you know it is. You know it is a secret. Moff
This
Rings
episode sponsored by
base-
Keeps.
Like, how did he keep that base a secret?
Moff Rings base was a secret. Yeah.
You
What
didn't
else is a
see him
secret?
move all that shit in? Like, it's not, it was just all there. They
Yeah,
had to
if it-
move Empire stuff in.
Get a
right.
sandwich and a haircut.
If your hairline is a secret, go to Keeps.
At the very least, you would hear the TIE fighters because they are not sneaky or quiet.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
over
As my
But I
main
really did
man.
like- Go ahead.
As my main man Bub Rub says, those TIE fighters got the whistle on them, and the whistle tips go woo woo. Like you hear those sons of bitches coming.
Yeah.
But
Facts.
when those motherfuckers did take off, though, I was like, "Ooh, I do like that." I was like,
Yeah,
"It's on
those
and
were cool.
popping."
That's
probably,
one thing
some of
that-
my favorite parts of the episode.
Yeah, that first
One of the
order
greatest
style
things about
fight.
this season was like all the visuals, like the fight scenes.
Yeah.
They definitely didn't slack on any of that, and
Yeah,
even
I
like
think we're giving.
POVs of some of the like the way that
falling
the
for
stuff
it.
was shot.
You falling for it. That's their secret. That's what they do.
That's another
Yeah.
secret.
They're like the story can be bad, but like, hey, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at
Look
this.
at all this shit that's
Don't
happening.
don't worry about the story. Just hear some good shots. Right.
Mhm.
I still have my reservations about the story, but that is one place where they did step it up is the visuals.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
It
yeah.
was amazing to look at.
I want to say this too about the visuals. Okay, there's this. Again, I'm still talking about first 10 minutes when Axe Woe takes off, or Axe Wolf, or whatever the motherfucker's
Yeah.
name is. When he takes off, and he is flying like Tony Stark into outer space. First of all, okay, didn't we find out earlier that like their jetpacks only have a certain amount of fuel? How much fuel does his have?
They do if you don't fill them up.
That's what Film Age was talking about right here.
Bro, yeah, like
about the Energizer fuel tanks. Remember when fuel was
first
of all,
bro, what? Second of all, them suits, like he's not all covered in head to toe in.
How's he surviving the vacuum of space and shit?
Third of all, as he was,
how does he get up there?
Wouldn't the atmosphere break him apart?
Probably.
That's the whole point of an atmosphere.
And then when he made it to the ship, I was like, oh, he's about to reveal himself to be the spy. And I was very much let down when he did not reveal himself to be the spy.
No.
And then when I saw the armor, I'm like, there's the spy. Guess what? She wasn't a spy either.
No.
I got no spy payoff. And I'll be honest, I had to watch this twice because the first time I watched it with like, I was sad as shit. Like I was like, didn't give me any. This episode sucks. And then like I rewatched later in the day, and I was like, it's kind of fun if I don't care about a spy. When I don't care about a spy, it's kind of fun. That's all I want to say.
If you let that out of your heart,
yeah, I had Film Age got to me. Film Age got to me.
Yeah,
like just a misnamed title, or like, are we that dense that we just didn't understand what they meant by the spy?
Is it a typo?
Like I wanna.
It could be that
why
like
they named that episode that.
I think they were just maybe referring to like all of that secret organization kind of having like their own plugs in. Or
why
whatever.
didn't they just
I'm
call
not
them
sure.
the Dark Council or whatever the fuck they call
There you go. Yeah.
Just...
Unless
or just call it the spy.
Save that by doing something next season. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way.
That's the only way I see it work.
Yeah, that's the Star Wars way. You fix it later.
I can't remember who just said it in the comments, but to their point, like that's the only way Marvel keeps from getting sued. I mean, Disney keeps from getting sued for this because like false advertisement. You said spies. I need spies.
I guess you could assume that there are other spies in this like organization that we don't see, but it's very misleading to say spies and we only see one.
But this isn't Andor. This isn't intrigue. This isn't overthought scripts. This is none of that. This is Mandalorian where pew 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 pew. The fact that they tried to go deep and then fucking forgot halfway through the writing room is insane.
Yeah, you know
what? I really did like that episode that they all had just on Coruscant and they were setting up that chick to be like a villain. I was like, okay.
I really thought they were gonna go back to her or something, and she was gonna do some more stuff. At least, even if it was just the one spy, she didn't do anything else. The only thing I got to see was like I missed those black probe droids because they were always like my favorite of the Imperial droids because they were like the scariest looking.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh cool, look, there's one of those probe droids. They're still around.
Bro, we got 2 seasons of this toy shit. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, just about selling toys.
Like, if they release that
but
as like some kind of scale model I could buy, I'd buy that fucker.
This right here though, this was top dog.
Crystallized prime rock.
I was like, let's go. Come on.
I just
designing these ships.
I need
do it now.
If anybody has the sound of those TIE fighters, just send it to me, DM me at Drunk Banthas on everything. And then because I just need to put that in a video of me doing anything. Anything I do, TIE fighters down.
Most ships are quiet. Like you had to especially be like, all right, this is a good design, but I need the ship to kind of go like at motherfuckers all the time. Can you do that?
Needed to be screaming at.
Be loud. Be as loud as possible.
Be loud as fuck.
Oh my god. Okay, so just an aside, I used to work at Disneyland and they had popcorn buckets. They have themed popcorn buckets, and one of them was a TIE fighter. They were a bitch to put together too. But if you press the early days ones, the newer ones, they stopped all that shit. The early days ones, if you pressed a certain button, it would make that noise, and that's all you'd fucking hear in the theme park all goddamn day.
Oh, yeah.
So they got so y'all clearly got together as a union and protested.
Well, they used to ask, like, what are some of the things you don't like about your job? I'm like, this would be one of them. This is the top.
I would be one of those assholes. Over and over.
Kirsten had a lot of questions, and you know what they told her?
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
That.
You got to when he really asked it. Yeah,
you're docking my pay.
I do want to know later. I do want to know later what you did at Disneyland, but not right now. Not right now.
Oh, I'll tell you. I did so many things.
Oh dear. Well, this is some outer rim talk. We're trying to talk about Mandalorian right now, though.
Yeah, I'm curious. Sorry, I just wanted to ask, like, real quick, because like Kristen had brought up the writers' room. This show doesn't actually have a traditional writers' room. It's just Dave and Jon Favreau. Do you think that the show would benefit from having like an actual staff?
I think
and
so.
not the executive producers.
Maybe like a couple more people. Like,
I don't
it can't just be them.
I don't think that that's the problem. I think that the problem is interference with Disney, right?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever that main lady is, like, she's out here just writing notes on every single.
Right.
Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy.
That's true.
She's out here writing notes on every single page. Won't let them do shit.
Goddamn
She's like,
Kathleen.
Can't
Didn't
do
she
anything.
step down, or she
Probably after this.
I mean,
after
this.
back up. I hope so.
Yeah, you got to. Hey,
I feel like Tony Gilroy should like have like a little bit of a say in like every future project.
If she stood back up, everybody out in here knows that if you fall down 7 times, you got to get back.
You get up 8. Even if the math doesn't make sense.
Everybody here knows that because we get it out the mud. Because we got it out the
mud. Oh man. But yeah, let's actually like talk about some cool shit about this episode, because there was a lot of cool shit to appreciate about this. Okay, I think everybody's top thing. Actually, let me just go around the room. Top thing, real quick. Just one line, Kirsten. Top favorite thing from this episode.
Top favorite thing was the mid-air jetpack fight between the stormtrooper Mandalorians and the actual Mandalorians. That shit was cool.
That was so fucking cool.
I don't think we've seen anything like that yet in the
besides the
Mandalorian
cartoons,
or in general. Yeah, to see that
cool.
come to life was fucking cool. Like
That was
all the
so
jetpack flying around, like that scene right there where you can see them enter that hole. I was like, oh, it is going down.
It's going down in the DMs. Yeah, was that everybody's favorite scene right there? Because that was the answer I was looking for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gotta be right. It's
right. Yeah.
Junk Panthers. I mean, don't let peer pressure stop you if that was not your favorite thing about this episode.
It was not my favorite thing about this episode, I guess. But it did. You know, I liked it, but it was. I was like, yo, this is just like the cartoon. They just took us. I guarantee. I guarantee you, I could find like a stock image, like just an image of them doing that somewhere, a frame of that somewhere in Clone Wars. Because
the haterade is traveling around.
I was just like, oh man, I don't know. This one was kind of lazy. We could have did some. I mean, it was cool.
I liked all the shots on that though.
That was
cool.
really
sweet.
But I was like, I feel like I've seen this before, and like I've seen a lot of Clone Wars. Don't get it twisted. I've seen a lot of Clone Wars, so I might have actually seen that shot before. That's what I'm saying. But
so then what was cooler than that?
It still looks good. It could have still looked really bad, but it looked really good. It looked really good. So, but that wasn't my favorite. I guess my favorite was the Din Djarin scene, even though people making fun of it on the internet. When he got out of the when he beat those 2 motherfuckers in the hallway.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, I like how they use that. We were talking about that last episode. It was like, how are they going to even like incorporate this? Just the one room with lasers.
Exactly, and he didn't have no weapons. You know what I'm saying? That just
we got some warrior den fighting, and I thought that was super slick.
Give me all
the flip moves and the kicks. Yeah.
So we haven't really got any of that this season. It's been like him getting beat up and then somebody helping him. It's been the Bo-Katan series, so I like that he finally got to show out. But I have a worse fight scene too. By the way, I have a worse fight scene.
Grogu Nose was all I needed in my life. Alex, what was your favorite bit?
I mean, it was clearly the scene with the mouse droids, right? Like,
oh my god, the little mouse.
That was a lot of fun.
That was the coolest fight scene of the movie of the episode. That really irritated me. But
R5 has been through way too much.
R5 is a champ. You know, he got PTSD.
R5 was just like out there
just
smoking a cigarette and was like,
and
fuck.
He just wanted to
This
like sell
motherfucker's calling me
car parts with
again.
that scammer, and he got double crossed by her, and now he's back in battle and shit. He even tried calling the cops on him one time.
yeah, I love that the mouse droid left and then just came back with more mouse droids. It's like you didn't call it.
Oh man, he knew he in a gang, dog. He wouldn't call them mouse droids.
Y'all don't have any weapons. Y'all have like a little shocker. Like,
yeah, they were just gonna ram him to death.
That was.
That's a game plan. Kamikaze.
We're in LA, so it felt like a very much so like a "Where you from?" moment. Like, yo, where you from?
What's that you claim? Yeah.
Right.
And then he came back like, there he is, right there. There you go, right there.
Yeah, that's that nigga. Get on. Fight back. Fight back.
Favorite bit: Moff getting that toy glow up for 2 episodes, only to step on the Darksaber and then gets the Captain Phasma was big. Yeah, that's true.
But is he dead though?
But
that, you know what? I was like, he got to be dead. Now they done brought him back to me. Is there no other villain in the space? It's all of space. There's no other villain.
It's really messed up if they did him out like this, because that's how Gus Fring died in Breaking Bad. He got set on fire and blew it up.
Yeah,
Like, bro, you done did it to you twice?
Wow.
Damn.
Maybe it's in his contract.
I can only die by fire. This was a cool fight scene, though. I had a good time with this for what it was.
That
was
dope.
That was my actual favorite scene, just because I'm a big old Katie Sackhoff simp, so like I really
no objectivity is what he's trying to tell you, folks.
I did also like the jetpack scene a lot.
She's been killing it
the way that was shot was really cool. I have a thing for also just like really grounded fight scenes versus like CGI fight scenes. Like CGI it's cool and it's really impressive, especially compared to like say Clone Wars. But that fight scene was really cool. I really dug it.
Yeah, it was fun. Terry, what was your favorite moment from this episode? We're gonna get on some loving on this episode.
I like the R5 scene because I love that fucking robot. He's one of my top favorite robots too. But then also
Count Dooku was a visionary.
Visionary, my guy. And then we get our IG-11 back at the end. So I was like, oh man, now I just want to see a show about him being the fucking marshal.
He's got like the cool little extra armor plates that they incorporated into his build. A little bit better for the wear and tear.
I like it.
You know who I'm surprised we didn't see? Cobb Vanth. They put him in the back to tank at the end of Book of Boba
I thought
Fett.
he was about to show up or something.
I did too. And then did he
Timothy
die? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a cool character. Bring him
We
back.
never saw Boba for that matter.
What was homeboy with the big Gatling gun, Vice?
Oh, Paz Vizsla?
Paz Vizsla. Oh man, rest in peace, Paz Vizsla.
Rest in peace, Paz Vizsla.
Real upset that they killed him.
Shout out to Baby Vizsla though.
A lot of times,
Baby Vizsla about to take
like,
over.
why are you carrying that big ass gun, bro? You do not need that.
It came in clutch though.
Sometimes they need it, but this time I was like, okay, now you need that fucker because it's the only thing that's just like one-shotting these dudes, and there's lots of them.
Also, it overheated, and lasers go through the red people's plates, and I'm like, bro, that's how easy. That's all he needed. If his Gatling gun didn't overheat, bro, that's a conspiracy. Alex Jones has some thoughts about the conspiracy about why he died.
Right now,
I think I think we have the documents because we saw that Paz Vizsla died. He was being attacked by the Disney stormtroopers, and they are basically trying to take all the foundlings. And he died protecting him, and that's definitely how you had to get rid of him. So now this foundling's kind of like by himself, and Disney can get him because
I'm saying.
I forgot that was Thundercat in that Book of Boba Fett episode.
Oh yeah.
That was like
it was him. Yeah, it was him.
Yeah, that was.
And it was random.
It was pretty random.
It was random.
No, Othelius, not yet.
Not yet.
No, he's not at the door yet. He's not at the door yet.
He's not knocking.
Maybe he's on vacation. We don't know.
No, he's never on vacation. Alex Jones is always in a hood near you.
Oh,
That is a terrifying thought.
Because he's always getting those files. He's got to get the files somehow.
You got to get the files, and how else do you get them besides being around some hood? We're all from some hood, you know.
Exactly.
at the drop.
But yeah,
Japan.
Cheers, everybody.
he probably, bro. He's worldwide, bro. It's a war out there for information.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Oh yeah, cheers to Banthas.
This isn't bang.
I got water.
I do too.
I have some water here too, so I'll just do that instead.
All right. So was anybody else a little scared though when the three kings of the red came over and started fucking with Grogu? Like, that kind of scared me a little bit. I was like, I know he's gonna live, but like, bruh, like, don't play with my emotions like that.
I absolutely love that you were scared because I was absolutely pissed off the whole time.
Because like that IG-12 thing.
Has no advantage. Yeah, it has no weapons.
No, that part I was like, see, it was so many mixed emotions. I'll take you there right now. Okay, so like, I was like, oh snap, the door closed, right? And I'm like, oh, they fixing to tear up the droid, and then Grogu about to like go through the Jedi stuff. Now, you know, it's time to be not Mandalorian, but it's time to be Jedi. You know, you got to live in both worlds, or it's time to live in that world now. But then he just run around the light fixtures up at the top, just like, ooh. He's laughing at him like,
his secret weapon is the no. He just presses no. I thought he would be in the other room running around being like, no, and they're trying to chase him, and I'm like, oh, this could be funny, actually.
Yeah.
Bro, Din was so fucked in this scene though. Like, look at him, bro.
Oh yeah, he was about to literally
die, bro.
Stomped out.
They were just poking at him like that was
I just thought it was a missed opportunity to do something really cool with Grogu's actual development.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it would have led up perfect to that. It would have led up perfect to that scene where he actually ends up saving everybody. Like,
with the explosion. Yeah.
I don't know, but you know.
And then he didn't pass out, and I was like, bro, he's a true master of the art.
Yeah, he's getting better now. Eating good. He's eating good. That's why.
Do you think those red, I forget what they're called, the red armor guys, don't appear at the Victorian Guard? Battalion Guard. Do you think they don't appear right away because they're still getting dressed?
Yes, absolutely.
That looks like a lot of effort. You got to get that red robe. You got to get all the armor. You got to shine it up because they're always shiny and ready to go. There's no scuffs.
I feel like they have a team and stuff, and that's why they cost so much and take so long to get there because like each Praetorian person comes with like 15 attendants.
Right. You call them and they're like, it will take us 3 days.
Yeah. It's like a crew of 45 people that had to show up.
It's because they all have to put their capes on together. They have to help the other one.
Like, could you zip me up?
I can just imagine.
They're
like, do I look okay? Good. Do I look okay? Is it straight? Is my helmet straight? Is it good?
Yeah. I think you should lose the cape. I think we only need like one cape guy.
No cape.
I think the red shoes are just too much. Perhaps a black.
You always get the sword. I don't know why I never get the sword. You always get the sword. Can I get the sword for fucking once? Like, it'd be great.
Like, everyone will get a sword. Fine.
I will want the sword well.
I'm just saying, we said at the beginning that we were going to switch off. So
right, that's what I heard. So that's what I thought when we came here.
Well, the way they move is so smooth. Like, they're really cool to look at anytime they appear on screen in like any of these movies or TV shows. But it's also just like they try and make it almost like a little too sexy, or maybe that's
dance,
the vibe I get. Yeah, number. They're just like
Praetorian Guards on Broadway, right? Am I right? Like,
like, look at that. Visually, it's just stunning. That red armor is so cool.
Yeah,
he out here just pushing everybody too, bro.
Yeah, I needed more than a push, and he wasn't pushing nobody in there when he was by himself.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right, I was
No.
not scared at all because I was just like, oh man, it's finally Grogu's about to shine on him. He's about to stomp these dudes.
And he just
fucking
falls down in the
out,
robot.
bro.
Like, help, no,
And I
no.
was just like, okay, he's just running around.
Yeah, and then Bo's like, go and get your kid because he fell over again. It's like,
I thought that they gave him the droid so we wouldn't get a Yoda Flippy fight scene, but then they immediately just got rid of the droid so we could
Right, I thought he was
Yoda
about to
Flippy
pull
fight
out the
scene.
blasters on him.
Yeah. I thought I was
an
gonna get
extra
like
large
real nice
puppet
with it.
is expensive to maintain, so they had to do some budget cuts somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, we can lose the droid, right?
I can't awesome Mandalorian fight and Grogu do an awesome fight, like a cool Yoda-like fight.
Yeah, that's what got me
Yeah.
super excited when those doors closed. I was like, yo, this nigga's about to get it in. Like he's
Right,
about
yeah.
to
Yeah,
pull
he's
some
like,
real smooth shit. But then he
Yeah.
just
Nope.
You just hear screaming from the other side, and you're like, ooh, Yoda, Grogu's putting the heat down on these fools.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
see if it was Yoda would have like closed the door himself.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
he
Yeah.
been like,
He was
like
like,
Dr.
"Oh,
Mike
yeah,
Snow,
you're
yeah.
stuck in here with me
With
now."
me,
in the
They
in the
did.
in the
They did
prequels,
open
Yoda
his-
walked in when he was gonna go and confront some motherfuckers, and just
Right.
the Praetorian guards to the right and the left of him, he just went bloop.
Knocked him out.
Yeah.
And I
Knocked
thought
him
we were
out.
gonna get some of that too. Like, no, but you have to be embarrassed. Like Grogu's like what, a foot tall, and he's in there just pushing you down every 2 seconds. Perhaps the
Yeah.
red dress was not the smart move. Some red pants next time.
I want to break out into a story real quick because this reminds me of a scene in my life. Like, you know, Grogu pushing you down. It's like he doesn't do enough to like hurt you a whole bunch, but it's enough to annoy you. I'm going to tell you this story real quick, as quickly as I can. I went hiking with my brother back in 2020, June of 2020. The world shut down, so we went hiking. I went to go visit him in.
Wait, with your brother or with your brother?
No, with my brother.
Distinction was needed.
With my
didn't take the bait.
Brother,
Brother.
my brother, and we went hiking in Colorado, and we went hiking up this mountain, right? This is everything that's in there. So we went hiking up this mountain. I had a horrible time. I hated every step of the way. So we're almost to the top, and it storms. It starts to rain. It starts to lightning, and it starts to hail. And we are caught on the top of this mountain. Luckily, there's trees there. So we're like hiding behind trees. I'm hiding under my backpack, but I can still feel little pieces of hail hitting me.
No,
And it's not like damaging, right? Like I'm not like but what it feels like is a bunch of small people took a bunch of pebbles and just started throwing them at us. And it's not gonna damage me permanently, but it is annoying as shit. Like I wanted
mental
no part
damage
of
is
this.
enough.
I'm
I know,
traumatized.
right?
I'm traumatized. I want no part of anything, and that happened to us for like 10
Rain,
minutes.
sleet, hail, snow. It's like you in the post office, like you work for the post office right
Bro.
now. It's like, I don't know.
That happened to me a couple days in Tokyo when I was just like walking around, and it was like a hot day. It was like 70 and pretty humid, and then all of a sudden it just started coming down on me right after I saw the Godzilla head.
Oh yeah,
Just
that's
rain,
right.
snow. Wow.
Peaks
Curse
and
of
valleys, it sounds
Godzilla.
like.
Next is Godzilla. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, that's what I feel like the Praetorian guards were like, bruh, this is why do you keep pushing me? Like do something else. This is annoying.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I really want to put
It's like-
Benny Hill behind them, like
Yeah.
slipping up all the time. And maybe some banana peels.
That's because I was like
do have a
thinking it's like
question
it's
for
like
y'all
he was
about-
putting invisible banana peels.
All over the floor.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, it's like he was putting down invisible banana peels on.
It
there
got
the way
real
they were
Mario
going.
Kart real fast.
It was
Yeah.
You need the banana. You need the banana pills, but as when they fall, Sonic rings have to come out of them. Every time they hit the ground, Sonic rings come out of them.
Yes.
No, I got a question for y'all about Grogu because Hold on, bro. If Grogu locked the door, night.
That would have made it so much better.
Like a deep grizzled voice coming out of Grogu.
Clint Eastwood or something.
Yeah, those are his first words.
Yeah.
Those are some epic first words right there.
Oh,
I don't want PTSD of being on the mountain. No.
What's the question about Grogu you got?
So what? That was a great segue. Now you can't leave. So like, what do y'all think that one day Grogu is going to end up being a problem? Like, he's not trained underneath any Jedi, but he's a Force user, and that means he could one day tap into that dark side and like it too much.
I was saying if like Din died, then yeah, he could probably sway that way.
yeah.
But they did tease a little bit about like, his parents are long gone or whatever, or they're far from here. And I was like, okay, is that going to be season 4? Is like meet the parents type of shit or what? We're going to find her adopted?
No.
That's exactly what I was almost thinking the next season was going to be, like the way they were saying that and setting it up. And I was like, that's his next fucking mission is to get permission from the fucking parents.
Thankfully, they skipped that.
Yeah, I was
thinking
thinking
they just threw in the adoption thing. I was like, well, so there's a difference between claiming a foundling and adopting a kid. One's like foster parenting, and the other one's the actual adoption process.
Right? Yeah.
I think
bad
so,
writing.
Yeah. I want child soldiers, but I guess I also want a son.
Right.
He was
like, you want to adopt him? That's the blue form, so you need to fill this out.
Yeah, he was just a slave. He was just a slave owner.
Went with it too. That. They were like, "Oh, you said the magic word. Shit, this is the way."
Grogu sound like
Grogu just sound like
with a vocoder. Yeah, with a vocoder. Give me all of that.
Can you imagine next episode, first episode of season 4? Grogu's like, "Hey man, how you doing? How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? Glad to see y'all.
Hey man, this is the way, man.
This is the way, man."
But I do want to talk about like the overall plot reveal. Like this overarching plot has come to an end, and that is about the clones, Moff Gideon's clones.
It's a bunch of Gideons.
An abundance of Gideons.
Bunch of Gideons.
Gathering of Gideons.
A gaggle of Gideons.
I love it. Put it on a t-shirt.
And then this motherfucker.
Look at his face.
Like, we all saw that coming, right?
Yeah.
Why do people do that all the time in movies?
I loved it. I thought it wasn't gonna happen. I was like,
Grogu never seen no movie.
Oh, I loved it.
Every single one.
Grogu never seen
scare. You don't like a good jump scare? Okay, show of hands. Who here doesn't like a jump scare?
I like a good jump scare.
Who does not like a jump scare?
A good one. That's
the right answer.
Yeah, I like a non-predictable jump scare. That was too predictable.
I like this. That they were just like, okay, well, the controls
Did anybody
are here
else
to just
get real like
destroy this
scared?
shit. So
real scared that they were all going to come out, not because they would be like tough at all, because it's just Moff Gideon times like 14, but because it'd be naked Moff Gideon just fighting Mando. Like, I don't hate that.
Yeah, a bunch of Moff Gideons.
Put your dark saber away. Yeah.
That dark saber is bigger than the other dark.
This is the way.
No, I was worried that we were gonna see a bunch of bad CGI. One Giancarlo
Esposito.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sorry, I started 420 a little early. But yeah, I was worried for that reason though, but not because it was gonna be butt naked, but just because I was like, oh man, now I got to see a bunch of bad CGI of him.
Bad CGI butt naked.
Yeah, that would have been even worse. Yeah.
I do like how the just in typical fashion, just all of the controls to make this shit happen is just like right there. Yeah, let me just air them out. I'm like, what command is that? You know what I mean?
Why to do that? Why
what
is it
set of buttons is this like explode them all? Not like yeah, not like cutting off life support systems, but like no, we need to just Titanic the whole place.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's a failsafe.
And then the one other part in that like little plot line, which I really appreciated, is that Din listens to this dude's plan for a little bit.
That's what I was thinking with the alias. Control-Alt deleted all of the clones.
That's the whole James Bond thing, right? Like you listen to the villain and then you go mess up his plans.
But Din kind of mix it up. Like he didn't like reveal himself or whatever.
The Force. I was isolating the potential to wield the Force and incorporating it into an unstoppable army. You smothered them before they could draw their first breath. My baby.
I really like the fact that he was just like, okay, I'm going to shoot you now.
That's enough of that.
No, like, deliberations. Is like, yeah, I missed one, I guess.
That was
yeah.
I'll take care of the last one.
I wish he would have said it. I think he should have just dropped the word. I wish he would have said, I found a way to isolate Metachlorians.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
No, I want no part of no Metachlorians. Also,
sounds
this
like such a bomb cleaning product. Like,
yeah,
you got to get some foots off the floor. Get that Metachlorian out.
You get some OxyClean and Metachlorians together. It fights all the dirt. Othelius, Giancarlo looked like he was walking like a robot in the fight scene. And if you listen to it, it's robotic, right?
Yeah,
exactly. It's sort of like an Iron Man suit. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
what did y'all think about that? What did y'all think about the mechanical,
the Iron Man?
They're just drawing on Darth Vader. Really?
I got it, but they didn't explain it well. Like, he's wearing Dark Trooper armor. So those Dark Troopers we saw in season 2, he basically took one, hollowed it out like they did for Grogu with IG-11, and now he's in it. He's just inside it. He's just in a Dark Trooper.
I'm not sure why. Did they explain why the Dark Troopers were a worse idea than having the clone Mandalorian people? Did they explain why that's a bad idea?
What?
Like, because from the season 2, like at the season 2 finale, they have all the dark droids or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Because it didn't work.
I mean, just because fucking Luke Skywalker showed up. How many times?
But you knew that shit was expensive, and you lost all those. We couldn't do that again.
So the improvement,
not in the budget.
The improvement to the Beskar armor is the reason is a reaction to Luke Skywalker showing up.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you had to make them impervious.
Make them stronger. Yeah.
The
lightsabers.
So,
gotcha.
But then damn, I forgot what I was about to say because I was about to say it earlier, and I had to make up for this shit that you're saying right now. But yeah, just keep going. I'm gonna remember that shit. Go ahead.
I feel like the Frozen Orbals onto something here because it did seem like a missed opportunity to have that
to throw some Snoke shit in there. Yeah.
Because I remember in maybe it was season 1 or season 2 that it was like a little baby creature in the pod or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, that's Snoke." But were baby those Snoke then just like Giancarlo
looking Moff Gideons? Maybe.
Yeah.
Give me baby Snoke versus
like big ass
baby Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because fetuses look kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
they don't look human at all.
Is Snoke a like fucked up version of Fring?
Well, I mean, I think that's what we're gonna find out, right? Like he's somewhere between like Palpatine and something else. I'm sure, because his head's all jacked up, bro. It looked like he'd been in a mess of gang fights, and a hot mess of gang fights. But again, give me baby Snoke versus Grogu. Like I need this. I put this in the episode.
Baby Snoke in training.
So many god awful toys to be sold off of that. I remember what I was going to say now. I remember what I was going to say.
Buy that?
Because I have an excuse for, I feel like this is like my job now. I'm making excuses. But I do have an excuse for the mechanical Moff Gideon suit.
Okay.
Is because Giancarlo is so old. There's no way that they could have found somebody to do all his stunts because he's so small.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were just like, look, we're going to have to put it in a suit. And it was working so well having a stunt guy in Pedro Pascal's suit for the entire season. So,
Stuntman fight.
I'm still going with the theory. Pedro Pascal was in none of these episodes physically. He was not physically.
I don't think he was.
I don't think he could because he was doing Last of Us during this concurrent filming.
He was in a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
he just
a lot of shit. Yeah,
he literally just podcasted all of his lines over to Disney. Was just like, use what you need, bro. Like,
recorded from home.
I think that's what happened.
I mean, the two people that play Din Djarin in this season again are Lateef Crowder and I think his name's Brandon Wayne, who's really John Wayne's grandson. So that's a cool little piece of trivia.
Wow. Yeah, I do agree with that. Like putting him in the suit to make him more like imposing. Because I do remember meeting fucking Moff Gideon. I mean, like a few years ago at a red carpet, humble brag, and like a little
dude getting some interference.
So I could see.
I think we missed that on the stream.
Tell that story again because you guys cut off.
Yeah, you guys got cut.
Oh shit! Okay, my bad. Where were last left our heroes? Yeah, like I had a few years ago, I had met Moff Gideon at a red carpet, and I was like, "Oh, you're just a little old man. Like he's just a cute little old dude." So I could see why, like, even though we did get a pretty cool fight scene in season 2, that was a few years ago. You know, his knees probably ain't what they used to be. So I was.
How tall is he?
These knees ain't loyal.
That was a better song.
Not loyal. I just want to like play this clip because I feel like this is just the hypest moment.
Oh my god, yes.
When the armor just like comes out, just like bucking, I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was sweet.
Man. I want to put like the music behind that, like fuck them other niggas, cause I'm down for my niggas. Like something mean behind that.
That was ridiculous, bro.
I just hear like, I reckon for white people be like, come on, get down with the sickness. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was disturbed behind that.
Yeah.
I actually really love that song, and I think it would be perfect fit with this. So
I do too.
It's this part right here. This part right here, when she just like is right there.
This reminds me of that when you're a kid and you have your toys and you just like come throw them together in the air and you're just like, yeah, like this was the real life version of that in a show, and I loved every
That's what they're selling. That's what they're selling, and they sold me on this part. I was like, okay, should I get a diorama of like this whole thing, make it just like dedicate a whole room to this
what
scene?
kind of investment do I need to make?
How much money do I have to set aside to recreate this as an adult?
I got the Mandalorian playset in my Amazon wish list right now. So
like absolutely,
me all of that
slam. Like you're out of here, son.
I get that.
And we got the guns out. Fuck you.
You know what that reminds me of? Have you ever seen the movie Harlem Nights, right?
Yeah.
And they're like shooting like this big guns. And you got the one guy who's got like a little pistol. He's just like, clap. And they're like looking at him like, what? Like, we just shot machine guns and shotguns, and you're just like, clap. Like,
Put that bullshit away.
Exactly that. Yeah. Oh man, that's what that reminded me of. But yeah, that scene I very much enjoyed all of that.
Yeah,
they were cool. You nailed it on the
They're
head.
always going to let you down.
Always.
Doesn't matter what they give you.
I was listening to another breakdown, and this probably adds credence to that Frozen World. But what ends up happening is all they do is they give stormtroopers Beskar armor, but it's not that they didn't improve anything. They didn't train with
still suck.
Like exactly. Like the Mandos are training with other Mandalorians with the armor on, so they know where the weak points are. They know how to John Wick that shit. They know how to use the flamethrowers properly, the wiring, everything. These guys are just like, ooh, it's a stormtrooper outfit with more toys. Like,
they
cool,
fly now.
Carl. This is really sweet.
they fly
now.
They fly now.
How many of them do you think died when they first put on that armor and all the gadgets and they were just trying it out before the Mandalorians even got there?
26. Over under 26. I'm going over 26.
Trying to use those jetpacks.
On the Fifth Element, when they give them the guns and it's got a self-destruct one and it blows all the aliens up. Like somebody blew themselves up. They like pressed the jetpack button wrong, or they put it the wrong way, and they're just like, well, Will is dead. What do we tell his family? Like,
absolutely.
Right,
like the scene from Fifth Element where they press they get all the new guns and one of them presses the button that blows them all up.
Right.
Fifth Element, man, put it on the list.
Put that on the list.
That holds up.
That definitely holds up. I don't know if that's
that movie.
Well, unless you guys are going to get some fights if you put that up on there.
Yeah.
We'll see what if they're like Rotten Tomato score is like below 60. I'll consider.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Okay. Well, even if it's not, just throw it on. Just throw it a special request, or just put it on a Patreon or something. Let people vote for it. But I'd do it with y'all for sure. Not sex. I would do the episode with y'all for sure.
You tease.
That's so clear, Blake. Like that's where everybody's minds went immediately.
I just wanted to make sure.
This clip was pretty cool. These subtitles warbling.
Warbling. Well, it's very
crackling.
The warble versus the crackle.
That's dubstep versus rock. Yeah.
Good shit right there.
Very important to distinguish between a lightsaber and a dark saber. See, a dark saber warbles, but a lightsaber wobbles.
Oh
yeah, it does. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby.
It's very
What is the other female Mandalorian that's prevalent? The black girl.
Dark sabers drive like this.
Yeah, I don't know her name. Yeah.
I don't know her name.
She had some smooth moves in this episode when she slid across that platform and came out on the other side, which is like
definitely. She's a baddie. Also, Black All-Star. I'm thinking Black All-Star right now.
Yeah, she was just like a very nameless character, but in that Lizzo episode, they kind of like zoomed in on her, kind of gave her a lot of
Sasha Banks. That's it.
In real life,
she's a wrestler.
Sasha Banks, yeah.
Every single time they show her, she's like, every time she's in an episode, they show her like. Give her a lot of close-up, as if she's gonna get a lot
one day.
And
I don't think she said anything.
Yeah,
but she didn't say anything.
But they probably paid a lot of money to have her on the show, though.
That's true.
Might as well put you in a few frames or do something.
Yeah.
If we're counting baby coos, Grogu had more lines than she did this season.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. First time I saw "coo" on the subtitle, I thought it said "coon," and I was like, "Look." I was like, "Hold on."
Grogu's a racist. All right.
Grogu has got to relax. Grogu's got to relax. But Din Djarin's like, Grogu, you can't talk like that. You can't talk like that.
No.
And Grogu's like, no. He's like, Count Dooku was a visionary, bro. I'm telling you.
Sorry, he hasn't. He's never been around like people like you.
Oh my god! Yes, the baby explanation.
Diet Gina Carano, Sasha Banks' diet. Okay, good.
A baddie with a zappy. Yeah.
Nine, that shit was so funny because anytime you see a baby in a grocery store or fucking Target or something, the mom's like, I'm sorry, they're staring. This is their first time out. They've never seen black people. Is that what you're trying to say? This is baby's first Negro.
No, wait a minute.
Would you like him to touch my face? Would you like your baby to feel me?
When that's happened to you, were you wearing those ears? You weren't wearing those.
No.
Okay.
Then I can see why the baby's confused. I do not wear these in public. Well, I do wear them in public, but only at the theme park. Only at the theme park.
Only at the theme park. Never at Publix. Not Publix.
No.
I miss Publix.
I do too.
Great sandwiches.
Yeah, that shit was awesome.
I need a potato salad real quick.
Y'all go to the Wawa?
No, we didn't have a Wawa.
Oh shit, you were missing out. Best sandwiches ever.
Sound like Uncle Raymond.
Uncle Ruck. Banthas are wild. You got a new fan, Banthas?
Hell yeah.
You already know Film Age.
I will take that as a compliment.
Film Age knows what it is.
You know the vibes, bro. You know the vibes.
Now it gets heroic. Actually, let me talk about that dark saber scene real quick. Or just throw that up there
before or after it breaks,
just like right during, because that just seemed
right
like
during.
kind of right during it.
Right
during it.
Right there, and I'll tell you what.
It.
Uh-huh.
Let me see if I can pull that up. Yeah, and I really like how they I mean, it was like really expertly choreographed too. I actually really like that.
It was a fun fight scene. Okay, wait. While we're saying this, though, Alex, you said there was a bad fight scene. What was a bad fight scene in this?
Oh, that was Bill.
No, that was mine. I already said it. It was the it was the fight with Grogu and the Imperial Guard.
Yeah.
No. So which was a bad? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think you heard me right. I said bad.
Oh no! Boo! This man, Film Age. I am hurt. I was hurt because I didn't want to see that damn thing break.
That hurt me too. Because especially Bo-Katan was so nice with it.
Yes, she should have had that like for the rest of
however
Star Wars runs. Exactly. Did they pick it up when they dipped out of there or what?
I think someone could fix it. There's a couple of people who could.
There's a droid, right? The Jedi droid who could fix it. He's going to be in Ahsoka, and he's got the Jedi. He's got the plans for like all the lightsabers that have ever been made for the last 1,000 years. But since this wasn't made, and they're like, will he have the plans? I don't really know.
It was made by Vizsla's ancestor. And he was the one he's the only Mandalorian who's been a Jedi and a Mandalorian at the same time. So he made that lightsaber, dark saber, and it passes on through their lineage or their culture. Now, see, this is why great segue right here, because this is why I believe that the saber had to be destroyed. It had to be destroyed because there can never be peace on Mandalore. Because in order for power to change hands, you have to defeat the person who has it. It can never go to someone as a gift or just like hand it down. So let's just say Bo-Katan dies, then some factions of Mandalorians have to fight over it, and that creates another civil war, and then they get deep in 100 years of war and shit. So it had to go away. It's pointless. It has to go away. As nice as it was, it causes nothing but problems for Mandalore. Unless Mandalore will just fall again, it causes nothing but problems for him. We got to have him in the Rey movie. They got to be in the Rey movie. Duh. Clearly, I feel like all of this stuff was just setting up other. Oh, another theory of mine. I feel like all of this season is just a backdoor pilot for all these other shows that are about to happen.
Yeah. It was a segue.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of hints to other stuff. that we, it's like, oh, look out for Thrawn in the next Disney Plus show.
Look out for the Bo-Katan TV series.
Yeah.
I actually would not mind a Bo-Katan TV series. I think we actually got it this season, to be honest.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, pretty
she
much.
was the Mandalorian.
That's what I'm saying, like a backdoor pilot. Like those are usually the episodes that we usually hate in a long TV series, which they usually use the successful TV series to spin off another TV series that usually fails. But in this case, they're using a whole television series to do the backdoor pilot, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, like I actually would not mind sitting through a Bo-Katan.
I also want to point something out that that is a fun sort of nod to the last season when Din Djarin beat Moff Gideon to get the saber, right? He had that staff thing, right? Of staff of Beskar,
right?
So the staff can beat a saber. So like this time around, like Moff Gideon's using a staff, and he's like, I know how to beat the saber with like fighting, like. Boom! You just use a staff and like basically did the same shit. Like minus the fact that he did crush it in her hand because he had an Iron Man suit, but still, like he came with a smart game plan. He's like, I know the weapon. I know the rock beats scissors and
paper beats rock.
Paper. So like it's a rock paper scissors type thing. Yeah. So spear beats saber.
I do like this line though because it's like.
Mandalorians are weak once they lose their trinkets.
Mandalorians are stronger together.
What she meant to say is Mandalorians mostly use guns. So yeah, I lost the sword, but guess what? 2 of these, blah blah.
Got one in the chamber.
Right.
Good luck.
A little lightning, a little thunder.
That's an easy thing. Yeah, that's an easy thing.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. But yeah, that was a fun bit. And then they set Moff Gideon on fire.
Yeah, the whole
with an entire Imperial ship.
Crazy. I guess he couldn't talk to them because of the atmosphere. So he could only tell them right when he entered the atmosphere, and then
he's coming in
10 seconds away, guys. I'm destroying the base. I hope you guys aren't there.
Can't gotta go by.
I didn't think they'd make it either, and you just see them all like, phew.
Yeah. I was like, this guy's going down with the ship. That's badass. Nah, we're gonna.
Axwolf came in clutch. Again, I thought he was the spy, but he came in clutch.
Yeah, no, he got that shit handled.
I also, for a second, thought they were just hiding behind Bo's little shield.
Yeah.
And then I was like, dude, Disney's weak for doing that. And then I see Grogu holding the force, and I'm like, okay, never mind. I like what they did.
Yeah.
That itty ass shield. I was like, come on now.
Come on, bro. That's whack, bro.
Come on now.
Yeah.
That couldn't even protect Paz Vizsla, bro. How they gonna protect him from all this fire, dude?
Right.
And then she still has it out too. She's like, nah, I'm helping too.
I don't know how this shit works. This shit's crazy to me.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? But yeah, that is cute. I was like, oh, he's protecting his parents and shit. His new little
also,
crew.
I mean, that shield, it's digital. It can it be a little bit bigger?
The shield? Yeah.
The base's Wi-Fi is down. That shield's not going to work.
Yeah. What is this? Come on. Why is this so small? Look how small up there.
You got your shield. You're like, hey, let me get a signal real quick. Hang on.
As you have this scene pulled up, that wig of Bo-Katan's has seen better days. In this particular scene, it's giving Party City.
Bo-Katan. Yeah, I really like Bo-Katan's wig in the first couple of episodes of this, and then it was clearly a different wig.
Steadily worse.
Yeah, they used it too much. And I think it's because of the headband. Always kind of
moving around.
You can't really, you kind of.
Well, where's your
hairline? Why do all the Mandalorians have weird hairlines?
It's a secret. It's a secret. They all go to Keeps. Keeps.com. We call that a callback in the business. Oh, hey.
It's like where Twi'leks always have those. Like every Twi'lek has a fucking goggles on their head.
Yeah.
Hide the makeup for like wearing next to their head.
Firebend and facts. Yoda is the next Avatar. Grogu is the next Avatar. Give me that movie all the time.
Ramming them with the whole damn ship.
I mean, why not?
Also,
this is
where did
crazy.
all the TIE fighters go? Like they just stop. They're just like, oh, he's crazy. He's ramming his ship into the. We just should leave. We're done. Like,
Hey, man,
I know we didn't shoot them all.
Hey man,
yeah, exactly. Like where'd they go? Like,
yeah.
Well, guys, we just lost the battle. He just went to the base. Y'all want to go to In and Out?
I do like how they passed each other too, like the drop ships, and then the TIE fighters, and they would have like just nearly scraped by each other, but like all of that dense ass atmosphere is just like, oh shit.
They caught one of them though. They caught one of the homies.
Had to.
Rest in peace to the homie. Rest in peace to the homies.
Man,
yeah, it looks like this episode looks so good. Like probably my favorite visual.
I'm gonna pour out some blue milk real quick for the homies.
Ooh, some bantha milk.
Anybody had the blue milk at Disneyland?
Yeah, it's gross. There's blue and there's green, and it's slimy. Like if you dip your finger in it and you pull, it's just like a big length of slime. It's like it's like drinking something else.
Oh no, jeez.
Well, the blue milk at House of Villainy is way better. Where the Star Wars bar, that's way better.
Yeah, that's
yeah. Okay.
Does it get you lit?
Say what?
Does it get you lit?
Oh yeah, it's got rum in it.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. See, that would be good.
Yeah.
You can get at Disney World. You can get liquor in it, not at Land, but at World, and walk around with it. It doesn't make it any better though. Then it's just slimy liquor, like. Goo.
Yeah. Also, it's probably $36, so
it's like $15 for like this.
I got all the Disneyland tricks. I'm not gonna tell them on here. I got all the Disneyland tricks to getting drunk in Disneyland.
Oh yeah, you can get.
I got the tricks of the trade. I can do it for $50. You'll be drunk as a. Woo! Okay, I got it.
As a bantha.
Yeah. Zero of your dollars.
Oh, you'll be haunting that mansion. Don't you worry about it. You'll be fucked up. Don't you even worry.
I did think it was like interesting that when they were closing this up, like, do you think Bo-Katan was like, actually, yeah, this is where the Mythosaur is? Like just down there.
Yeah, that's where I saw him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like probably still down there. Should we still?
You think she was basically like, y'all getting a little too close to that water.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand way back here. But anyway, I don't know. I just thought that was a weird little inclusion that go back to the same spot. And it'd be the same kid that like just got abducted by a fucking dragon.
Right.
Now his dad is dead, and then
no more
Mythosaur.
Because I was just about to say, like, yo, why would you even, if we're not gonna see the Mythosaur come out, we're not gonna deal with the Mythosaur, but we're gonna still see him. I don't know. I didn't like that. I thought it was cheesy.
So what does he do most of the time? He just sleeps at the bottom of this lake.
Yeah.
Right? Is he stuck?
Oh, lives in a pineapple.
Mythosaur.
You thought it would jump out and eat the armor like the shark eating Samuel Jackson into
Oh, that'd be great if Bo-Katan was like, what we need to do is we need to seal off this pool.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, maybe the Mythosaur is just lonely. Maybe that's why he pulled Din Djarin down there. Because maybe he's stuck.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. But, like, why?
He didn't try to eat him or anything. Yeah.
He didn't eat him. Yeah, he wasn't hungry. He's just
I
like.
wouldn't try and eat Mando. He looks like he doesn't taste good.
I just don't know what the point. Yeah, I just don't know what the point is him being there is if we don't get to see a fight with the Mythosaur. Or are we going to see that?
Of hope, you guys.
Are we going to see that in the Planet Mandalore movie or TV show or whatever, the Bo-Katan TV show? I don't know. It's got to be coming.
Yeah, are they planning a Mandalorian movie? I forgot about
movie. Yeah.
Okay.
They
So that's
are
probably going to be the
in
last.
the Mandalorian universe, which is basically just the Star Wars universe. So I don't know why they keep creating all these split
the
off.
Mandoverse.
The Mandoverse is Star Wars. Like, it's the same fucking
right.
galaxy. I don't know
Skywalker
why they
was
keep
in
calling
that.
it something different.
Yeah, you're right.
It doesn't
That's
sound
weird.
any more exciting. It's the same shit. Andor's happening right down the street. Like, it's all the same shit, just different time periods. Just call it what it is.
Yeah. Listen, if you're listening to Disney,
Star Wars versus Mandoverse. What?
if you're listening to Disney, y'all got to slow down, man. Y'all got to slow down. Just think, breathe.
Just think for a second.
Like,
come on.
Just
Stop it. Get some help.
honestly.
for real though.
Love this guy.
Each one gets more intense.
This is Mandalorian.
Like y'all didn't hear me the first time. I got you. For Mandalore. I'm like, bro, all right, I got you.
Remix. I was watching this while I was at work, and like I was like, "Damn, this dude hype."
Right.
Like he just kept getting hyper and hyper.
Well, I mean, he survived a ship plummeting to that planet, so I think you'd be pretty hyped too.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even think about it like that.
I'm invincible.
Yeah. Be on that shit for
So I didn't do anything that I was crashing
Yeah. He's definitely going to be slapping some cheeks with a helmet on later on. Definitely.
Back on Mandalore, yeah. Clink, clink, clink. I think this is a question that we all want to know, right? Like, they took the planet back, and homeless Mando still ain't got a lineup.
It's a sad story. They got to import. They got to import some black
barbers.
Yeah, it would have been nice. Like it was C-3PO got a shine up at the end of Star Wars. They could have gave him a edge up at the end of this.
Yeah, definitely.
Shameful shit.
Painful. That was not for Mandalorian.
Drunk Mantis, I have a question for you about this episode, though.
Shoot.
Does it hold up?
That's the question.
That is the question. I mean, it holds up for me. Again, the season on the whole, it's probably my least favorite season of this show. But it's better than Obi-Wan. It's better than Boba Fett. The story was fine for the most part, and the visuals were fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
But beyond Star Wars Law and Order SVU and like a couple of other like clunky moments this season, it was on the whole it was enjoyable.
Yeah. All right. What do
series,
you think, Val?
The
season.
I don't want the season around my
episode.
hole, but what do you think, Bill?
Man, I thought it was okay. Oh, hold on. Siri's just trying to do things.
Mm-hmm.
I said the season, and she's like, "What?"
For Mandalore?
Would you like to order some Lowry's?
Yeah, I thought this season was okay. I kind of expected what we got because, like, I've been harping on the toy thing for a while, and it's because like shows like this, when they get around this season, that's what it becomes about. Even if this show is gonna get canceled as soon as those toy sales go down. Like that's the only thing that matters. Another thing that I think that cost this show a little bit of I don't know. The one thing that made this show worse than it normally is that we all believe that Pedro was not really in this season, and I think they did that to give the character less showtime, less character time because they don't want him to have. They realize that he has way too much power. Like this dude is.
They don't want him to shine. Yeah,
and they don't want him to be the only reason that this gets held up or the only reason that this goes. So it's like, yeah, this is about him. It is about Grogu, but we gotta like change it up some so that these guys don't. This character doesn't hold up anything. So, and I think the only reason is for that could be is because he did not act on set during this show. Like, So but I love this season as far as like visually. Like, I'm glad. I like the story that we got, even though there were some episodes that were just bad. But like I said, this show's for kids. That's what I tell myself. When I said it before, I tell myself this show's for kids. So if I ever feel like this show is bad at any point, I have to remember this is not made for me.
That's right.
I'm a grown ass man. So
just no one. And the fact that shit still gets you hype though, like
exactly. No, I love it. I love it. So it gets a B+. It gets I liked it.
In the words of Othelius just wrote, no one Mando should have all that power. Put that on a shirt. Put that on a shirt, please.
Jump off what you were saying too. Like, like they can just do the Mandalorians now. Like they can name the next season the Mandalorians. And it will be kind of like a bit more of an anthology or like
it's gonna be like a Brady Bunch feature. Like here's a story of a Mando lady
and his very lovely green child.
Yeah, exactly. Mando.
Bo, get over it.
I think that even like people probably
y'all
like
remember Nick and
Boba Fett more if like it was just called Mandalorian season 3 or whatever. Connections. Can y'all hear us or see us?
I got you now.
Okay,
can you see us? Can you hear us? Do you love us?
Oh yeah. We never.
Are you
lost.
high right now? Do you ever get nervous? Yeah. All right. Perfect.
Oh shit! I did not check. Was there a post-credit scene for this?
There was not.
I didn't check.
Okay.
There was not.
There better not have been.
Cowards.
I stopped at the little circle when it ended with the circle filter, and I was happy with that. Like I was like, you know what? All right, if they're gonna end it with the circle filter. That's great.
Yeah, that was a cute little ending.
Yeah. I was like, oh, look at their cabin.
Give him a little farm with a circle ending. Like,
man,
that's great.
Damn that! I needed to see. What's his name? Zod. What's his name? General
Thrawn.
Thrawn. I needed that. I needed to see Blueface. I needed
Have they cast Thrawn already?
Yes, they have. It's the voice of Thrawn. That actor that was the voice of Thrawn is Thrawn.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Actually gonna play him. Just like Bo-Katan. It worked out so well. Let's do it again.
He's Marls Mikkelsen's brother, like the actor that was
Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen's brother is the voice of Thrawn.
Seriously?
Yeah. So for those who don't know, Mads Mikkelsen, he was the guy who played on Rogue One, right? Like he was the dad who made the Death Star. Like that guy, his brother.
I didn't know he had a brother.
Yeah, I didn't. Nobody did. His brother.
Sorry.
Does the voice of Thrawn?
Professor Urso or whatever.
Yeah, that was him.
He would have been a great.
We have a very important comment from Pelvesta. And it's just that.
Period.
Period.
Enough said.
Agreed.
Enough said.
Full stop.
Agreed.
Don't let us stop you.
Good old Blueface.
Oh my god!
I'm calling Blueface from now on. Hell yeah!
Who's Blueface's girlfriend? I bet Othelius knows who Blueface's girlfriend is, but that's going to be Ahsoka. I feel like it's like something Rock or something. I forget, but
Thrawn has a girlfriend.
Nah, he's on
I didn't
Tinder.
keep up with Rebels and Clone Wars and all that shit. That was too much.
Them intergalactic girls.
Watch the series finale of Ahsoka. It's like the 4-episode finale. That shit is so raw and completely worth it. Let me see here. Yeah, this little pan away. Splash.
He gonna eat him later though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna eat that frog.
And that's the last time you will see them happy.
Yeah.
It's Star Wars. You know it.
Othelius answered your question 9.
Yeah, Christian Rock as Ahsoka. That would be fucking. Christian Rock as Ashoka, throwing his blue face.
Oh my
And
god.
that shit is
would be
going to
amazing.
go down.
I need some fan art quickly. Somebody get it together.
Yeah. But yeah, that about rounds it out for this episode.
I don't
Man,
think we're getting Terry back.
I
think he's out of here.
He said it all died.
Yeah, he said his phone died while he was in Japan. So
damn you, Tokyo!
Tokyo, what are y'all doing?
You're taking all of us.
Out the Nerdalorians.
Godzilla finally got him.
Oh.
That's how we would have wanted to go.
Oh, Thelis is all about it. Do it, please. We need to piss white people off. Oh boy.
Just kidding. We love white people around here.
Wu-Tang Clan got Terry.
Count Dooku was a visionary. That's what we. You know what? We get down.
Terry was probably too close to a Sony building, and they were like, "No, you ain't talking about Disney. I'm hearing too much. I'm hearing Disney just too damn much over here."
We got the documents to prove they got Terry. They have taken him hostage. We all know that they're trying to take little baby Grogu. We all know what's going on with Terry. That he has infiltrated into enemy territory. We wish him Godspeed. And if you see Terry anywhere, we're going to put him on a milk carton, on a Bantha milk carton. It's going to be some blue milk, probably tastes like cum. It's not going to be great. But everybody needs to look out for a Terry near you. Let me tell you a little bit about this episode real quick as we round this out. We all know Disney, Epstein. We all know who the real spy is. We don't need a Disney show to tell me Epstein did not kill himself, and we've got the documents to prove that they've been trying to do all kind of hijacking with kids, and they're trying to now make this a race war. They're having Moff Gideon as a black man. We all know that there's not a bunch of black people in the Star Wars universe, and they don't want you to like black people in Star Wars. And we all know that's why they put him in the he's got a black outfit. If we all remember Darth Vader, we all know he was a black guy, but then he was a white guy inside. They're trying to brainwash the masses using Star Wars. Everybody, do not be fooled. God damn it, we are not going to drink Bud Light. We're not going to drink the waters. You're not going to make us gay. This is what's going on. They're trying to clone to the kids. They all know what's going on. I don't want to see 1,400 dark sabers coming off Moff Gideon's clothes, if you know what I mean. It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. We all got the documents to prove this. And so what's going on here is that Star Wars they're going to be in hot trouble. And Dave Filoni needs to do something about what is going on in the Star Wars universe. We've got a few more documents just to say what they're planning on, and they're making Thrawn is blue. What is this? What is it supposed to mean? Only white people are safe in Star Wars. What kind of stuff is going on here? We're supposed to love everybody. It's all inclusive. That's why we sent Terry. He is a black man. We sent him to Japan. Now he's missing. Listen,
You what?
Yeah, he's missing. And we just need people to look out for him. So just go ahead and go to 9 Nerd Yards and 9nerdyards@gmail.com. And just go ahead and
no, 9 Nerd Yards and For Wars collaboration. Damn, Alex Jones snuck up on us at the end there. He didn't even knock this time. Wow, yeah. That was crazy.
If you throw one conspiracy out there, you will end up with some Alex Jones. He's got people out there. Apparently, he has Terry out there.
We said his name 3 times tonight, and he appeared.
That's what happens. That's what happens. When we lost some viewers, but that's fine. We got the real ones here. The Sith will rise again. I'll tell you what.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Let's get out of here. Let's
should we round this thing out? Jesus.
Kirsten, any final moments or anything we didn't touch on in this episode?
Not really. I think we just kind of wrapped it up nicely. I mean, like Alex and Bill were saying, and like we all were saying, it's just this season really was just a jumping off point for the rest of the Star Wars universe, like from this point on. And we're going to go backwards and forwards, but all of this was trying to tie all this future shit together. And I feel like that's what made this season so jumbled. And the finale addressed a little bit of that, but then just did its own thing. And that's what made this better than it was going to be, I think.
Right.
Honestly, it could have been worse. But it was cool. Visually, it was stunning. It was fucking awesome. More Mandalorians flying around beating the shit out of each other.
Give me all of the Mandos fighting
all
in the air.
Fights.
Yes.
All the air fights.
Oh,
yeah.
Infinite jetpacks.
Running off the lithium batteries.
Yeah.
Banthas, any final thoughts as we start to round this out?
Yeah, just as like a big fan of like Knights of the Old Republic. I played the fuck out of that game. So like all the Mandalorian lore that I've just been craving to see ever since I got a little taste in those games. They really got a chance to expand on that in this season. It could have been better. We do like we mentioned, like, you know, this is a children's show sort of, but I don't give them any slack on that, because I saw Puss in Boots and that was for kids, and that movie was fucking amazing.
Puss in Boots, so good.
True, but I'm just talking about good writing versus bad writing.
This is a movie, not a TV show.
That is true, but I'm talking about good writing versus bad writing.
More room.
You can talk
good
about
writing is good writing, yeah.
But on the whole, like, yeah, I still enjoyed it.
I love it.
Absolutely.
9. Any
Absolutely.
final thoughts as we round this out?
Man, this shit was hype as hell.
Get it?
I actually do think that, like, this is probably my favorite season.
Oh.
Hot take. All right.
It may be a hot take, but like, it did feel like they cut down on like the little kind of like fetch quests, and they were advancing the plot. Yeah. And I really like
the little bullshit was gone. Yeah,
a lot of the little bullshit was gone. I am pissed about a little of the development. Wish we would have got a mythosaur. Really thought this episode was going to like turn out a different like way or whatever.
Yeah.
But apparently this is the way.
This is not the way.
This is the way now. Yeah. No, this is the way. But yeah, it's got me hyped for Ahsoka. Like, you know, they're trying to tease Thrawn a bit, and we know we're going to get him in Ahsoka. That's coming out, and I cannot wait to talk about that. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right.
Thrawn's going to be all like, blue face up.
I wonder if he'll walk in with that "I'm blue, I have a blue house with a blue car."
The blue I would love if that was the first needle drop in Star Wars.
Right. That's what they go with first episode of Ahsoka. We are in trouble.
I am like, ooh, I'm here for this.
Blake's the only one excited.
This is all the way. Let's go.
That up. I'm going to be eating Ahsoka up. Pause.
Love it. Well, let's get on out of here. I just want to say, as I round this out, I thought it was okay. I liked the last episode more than this one. There was a lot of fun moments in this episode. I think the seasons are ranked the way that 2, 1, 3. Like, that's what it is. 2, 1, 3. I feel like that's a zip code somewhere or area code somewhere. 2, 1, 3. Yeah, right, Cali, and I hear that in the regulators. 2, 1, 3.
Cali somewhere out here.
Probably. There's so many
regulators. Mount up. But
Long Beach.
2, 1, 3 will regulate. Yeah, that's
Long
a song. Perfect.
Long
Beach, LBC. I did.
Detroit,
I had it
313.
That's
Everybody from the 313.
That's where we was born.
Put your intergalactic hands up and follow me. Yeah.
Notice that this Mando does not have his hands up.
But yeah, it was okay. But I want some more. Give me some more in the next season. But to end it this way, there was some fun bits about it. You could love it, you could hate it. Not my favorite, but after the second time, after I wasn't looking for a spy, I had a fun time with it. So, Grogu chopped and screwed Othelius. I'm from the South, and that makes me smile so much.
Yeah.
I'm from Texas, the home of chop and screw, son. So you know what? We get down.
Maybe the spies were the friends we made along the way.
That's true.
That's cute.
I mean, apparently, like that's how spies actually work.
That's true.
I do have one admission before we get out of here. I'm the spy.
I'm the spy.
I wasn't gonna tell nobody, but the season's over and they cut my checks, so I might as well tell y'all right now.
Well, on that note, won't you spy your ass out of here and tell people where they can find the Drunk Banthas and just take over the show for a bit, because we definitely appreciate y'all spy asses coming on here.
Oh man, appreciate it, guys. Yeah, you guys can find us at the Drunk Banthas channel. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, likewise, Letterboxd, all the internet things. You type in the Drunk Banthas, we'll pop up. We make little short videos. We do a podcast every once in a while, and we also have another show called Does It Hold Up, where we revisit classic genre films to see if they're as good or as bad as we remember.
There it is, man. Mighty Morphin
Power Rangers.
Oh, baby. I'm excited for that. That's so great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch this.
Everybody go subscribe to Drunk Banthas. Everybody go check out the new series, because we are actually on one of the upcoming episodes. We did the Double Dragon, so that I'm sure that'll drop soon. And if you're following their podcast,
I feel like that was a fever dream. I'm like, wait, did I actually watch the movie like that, or what the fuck? Dude, you're gonna have to tune in for that episode, because
we can't wait to have you guys on in the future for future movies too.
Absolutely. We gotta do another one soon. But yeah, what was I about to say? Add Drunk Banthas on everything, man. Yeah, go subscribe on YouTube. If you don't subscribe on YouTube, YouTube has told me they will take my firstborn son.
That's true. It's a very complicated contract.
It's complicated.
Well, this is
first
the way. Kirsten, where can people find you if they want to talk to you about all things going on in your world?
You can find me on Instagram, Kirsten_Cobb, or you can find me on Twitter, KirstenCobb1. I'm on Facebook. I'm pretty much on every social media. Discord now. Grandma learned how to use Discord, so I'm very proud. Oh, there's me. It's me on Facebook.
I'm going to retweet it.
Aww, thanks for finally liking it. Jesus. I've only been up for a few hours.
Houston Cobb. There she is.
Yeah. With my
Anything else?
High stream. Nope, that's it. I don't know why am I on the screen? I don't want to be there.
Exit. 9, where can people find everything we're doing?
Right here on YouTube, my dear boy. But I guess now I'm streaming to Facebook and Twitter right now. But yeah, follow us on all of that. We also have the Discord with around 300 people in there, just bringing up random shit. You guys do help me with like finding stuff to watch and video topics, which is fantastic. Yeah, find us on the Drunk Banthas next week. Find us on Dave tomorrow. We've been streaming so much lately. It's been crazy, and I love it. Actually, I love it. And on this Monday, previous Monday, we did a fantastic interview with Victoria Blade, who featured in the Billie Eilish episode of Swarm. She answered some fan theories. She answered just her experience about working on shows like Swarm, auditioning for Atlanta, and her role as like the mysterious commercial lady on WandaVision.
Yeah,
guys, go check that interview out. It's fantastic. May hear some really good tunes from her. Started a little giveaway challenge, so if you watch that episode, you'll know what the challenge is. But only if you watch it. So
this is the way.
Very cool.
This is the way.
Can't wait to check that out.
And everybody out there, you can find me, Money Blake Weather, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. It's all Money Blake Weather. You can also find me on TikTok, and you can find 900 Yards also on TikTok. We're continuously posting. If you love what we're doing here, just go ahead and follow us there, or follow us on obviously on Instagram. We're trying to build that up. If you're on the Instagram, just follow us. We're just going to post videos all the time, and you're going to love it. You will love it. I say
you will love it. Well, yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us during Bantha's closing out the season. Thanks for everyone watching that's been rocking with us throughout the season. It almost feels like a little Melrose to leave this in the past, but we got a lot of other projects on the way, so we'll be keeping you entertained.
That's right. Well, we appreciate everybody. Again, Banthas, we appreciate you coming out. Othelius, Film Age. Who else was out here tonight? PL Vista with the period.
We got Mr. Whirlpool, Frozen Whirlpool out here.
Yeah, Mr. Worldwide right there. Everybody out there, we definitely appreciate all the support, all the comments, all the likes, everything you've done all season. We're gonna pick a new show as we take this week hiatus and sort of figure out what we're going to do. And if you miss us, well, don't miss us too much. We'll be back tomorrow night, break it down. Dave, look forward to seeing everybody's fresh faces out there. So whether you're watching this morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is, we do appreciate you. And we will see you on the next one. Peace.